dog food for the gravy.
I didn't think they had a chance. I thought it was all over. We said all or nothing, and they got absolutely everything.
Oh, that'd be awesome if they're all in the same Discord. Howdy, hello, welcome to Darian. What are you doing? Welcome to twitch.tv/El Taquito. I am Taco. Right here is Darian. He's sleepy boy because he was at daycare all day playing with the other puppers. And with me, not on camera, but in spirit, is the almighty, the wonderful, is your fan club here, Silver Arrow.
Hello, and no, there's no fan club here today, just me.
Got a message to Eaton.
Oh, yeah, I know I have messaged them.
Oh, good. Well, hopefully they show up. That'll be super fun. I think I have one of them still blocked on Twitch, but on my Streamlab it shows up because it's me monitoring my stream, right? So I can't, like, nothing blocks. Because the first time I saw it, I was like, what the hell is this? It was the first time I saw one of your games. I was watching one of my friends cast, which is the first time I watched your team, that team. I guess because it's not your team anymore. But I was like, what is this? I want to see actual commentary. Bye. I've since, I think, mostly rectified that problem. There might still be one that's loose out there on that list, but it's all copy pasta anyway, right? So it's, if you see one, you see them all.
Well, that's the most important part about Twitch, right? Is all the copy pastas.
Yeah. Anyway, I do hope to see the fan club out. Also, speaking of fan clubs, we have a wonderful group of teams here tonight. The 9 Avatara and the Fallen Lords. The 9 Avatara and the Fallen Lords are a group of myth players that came to Heroes of the Storm, and they all have played this other game for like 3 decades together. And enough of them have come over that they're split into 2 teams. So this should be a very friendly showdown to the death, and I'm really excited to see these teams play each other. The bands, let's look at the maps. So Tomb of Spider Queen and Sky Foundry were banned by the 9 Avatara, Sky Temple, Dragonshire by the Fallen Lords. I need to crap, that's gonna go away. Wait, is it gonna go away? Yeah, it's gonna go away. I wonder if I can do this and reset it. I wonder if that'll fix that without me resetting the maps. I can, but yes, it worked. Sweet, except for the whole winter thing. Good thing I have it written down. I gotta reset the maps. I always mess one thing up when I'm getting ready. You know that feeling, Silver, when you're like trying to do a series of things and you always jack up like one random detail and it's never the same thing?
Well, that's why you gotta have your notes ready. Step-by-step procedure.
I have the notes. I have the notes. Let's see. Left bans Spiders and Skya, and right bans Sky and Shia. That worked out, right? Okay. Cool. So other than that, I think we are here. Also, Haas 00312, thank you for the follow. And I think we have everybody here. Both teams are ready. You ready, Silver?
Oh yeah.
Let's go in. So we're going to Battlefield of Eternity, and there's 2 really prevalent comps that we see here. We see the classic race. Gotta do the damage, gotta do the damage, gotta do the damage. And then the other, they can't race if they're dead, so let's kill them and then we'll just beat the immortal. What have you seen? What do you think? You have a little bit of experience with these teams. What do you think we're gonna see tonight for Battlefield of Eternity?
Well, I would be very shocked and surprised if Lunara makes it through the ban phase. Just knowing that team on, the Fallen Lords, they have a really good Lunara player, so, and Lunara can do a lot of good work on this map too.
Hmm.
So, but I'm probably gonna see some hard DPS coming out in terms of Falstad probably, or
I was wondering about that Rexar ban because we know Maharba plays a lot of Rexar, but Battlefield Eternity's not really a Rexar map, but he's good at the hero. So
yeah,
it's interesting to see that.
I wouldn't be shocked if you see Rexar banned all night long.
Yeah. And what were you saying about more about
Oh
those
yeah,
comps?
sorry. And you
No,
might
it's
see
okay.
some more of the typical mages. Like I know the Fallen Lords has a good Tassadar that they like to play quite often.
I don't
You
see
might see
Pat
a
over there.
right. I don't know. You might see a Rhaegar to help assist with the bloodlust on the clear. You see a Zul'jin ban here, which Zul'jin has probably the best race in the game if left alone. So
Yeah.
pretty typical ban to
Isn't
see him.
Diva the highest untalented single target damage?
Uh, Possibly, but I mean Zul'jin's talent, his D skill obviously comes into play here. So Lunara didn't get banned surprisingly. All right. That
Yeah.
just totally proved me wrong.
Yeah, so that Falstad ban, Falstad's been pretty prevalent. Just his ability for disengages, his presence on neutral monsters and things like that. The Vala first pick coming in, that Q build's been really strong. And this is a great place for it. There's not a whole lot of clutter, so she can go for heroes or, excuse me, or the immortal. So that'll be
Yeah.
really interesting to see. What?
Absolutely a huge fan of the Q build on Vala on this map. And you see Lucio Stitches, which you not a typical racer first pick, so
Body snatch and run away. It looks like.
yeah.
But so Brightwing and Hogger to respond. Hogger's really hard to catch, but he's not that hard to kill if you just focus him down, especially when he's bouncing around. He can't do anything else, and he's fairly predictable. I like the Brightwing. Brightwing coming in for the saves and moving to that top lane for quick rescues, I think is going to be effective.
Yeah, totally agree on that. Especially Hogger though can have a lot of presence on that top camp early on. So if they're able to secure that early on, they're going to get a lot of extra pressure. So they're going to need a good duelist who can contest that top early on.
Yeah, I've seen some teams, and like after the first time I saw it, I don't know why it surprised me in the future, but I've seen some teams where they'll leave their offlaner in the lane and they'll send someone like a Greymane or something to just go do the camp above the offlaner, and it's like, surprise, I wasn't in the bottom lane and nobody knew.
Yeah, it can get a lot of good value, especially because you have two people right there instantly. It's really hard to steal a camp at that point.
Yeah. But I think Brightwing's going to be able to help out too, with any camp shenaniganery. Oh, Ska's? Oh no, Ska's on the Brightwing. Okay, that's why the Lucio was such an early pick. To take that away from Ska. And then there is the Lunara, who made it through 11 clicks before getting picked up.
Yeah, I'm pretty surprised she got through. I'm curious what 9 Avatara's plan against Lunara is, because if you've ever seen Beef play, you know that he's going to pick Lunara if it's open.
Thanks, Pat, for the reminder on the green screen. How about a DM next time? Jeez. Oh, man. I probably wouldn't have seen it. So, Joe... I like the Joe for the response to Stitches, kind of, but you've got to be hot on that falling sword to get over to where the hook is if you're trying to stop that. And the Blessed Shield Stun just doesn't last long enough to make it effective against the Gorge. Granted, I'm not a huge fan of Gorge, but this looks like a Gorge. There's no bruiser. There's no bruiser. This is absolutely a blow up, a race blow up. So yeah, that's the thing. But I like the Volleyball Dan too. While I am doing these transitions, what's your overall impression of these comps?
Well, I love the Vala, obviously. I'm a huge Vala fan. But she can really rip through the Immortal very fast. But in terms of the rest of their DPS, Gul'dan, with the W build, he can kind of do some damage to it, but it's not the strongest. While the Fallen Lords over there has both a Tassadar, and a Lunara, which all can put out pretty heavy damage on it. And with Tassadar being able to wall off in these tight quarters, they can have a lot of point control too when they come to contest. So I kind of like the red team's draft a little bit more on this map.
Okay. I don't know if you can do anything about it don't say I'm sorry. But there's a little bit of like wind noise or something on your mic. I don't know if.
Okay. Yeah, I can try fixing it.
Okay. Yeah, just don't apologize for it. All right, so over here on the 9 Avatara in the blue trunks, we've got Maharba on the Gul'dan, Gecko on Johanna, Fat Andy on Slender, Vala, Ska. Wait, that's not Ska. What is Ska? Ska is like Zebra Head. On the Brightwing, farting out heals, and in the top lane, Shybar bringing it in on the Hogger. What do we got on the red side?
So on red side, we have Peanut Butter on Raynor, Universe on Lucio, Icer 189 on Stitches, Genghis Khan on Tassadar, and Beef Prime on Lunara.
All right, and you know, all I can think now is Peanut Butter Rainer time. Peanut Butter Jimmy time? Does that work better? Peanut Butter Jimmy time. On the screen are these level 1 talents. Everything looks... We get the Gambit for Johanna, which you don't see as much, but into the Rainer, I can see that. We get an early phase shift on the Fat Andy on the Vala, running away a little bit. The sustained damage from Tassadar and Rainer just kind of peppering on in there, and naturally Rainer with that Exterminator. Not doing extra hero damage, but just making note it is BOE. Brightwing just continuously healing without mana. Same thing for Lucio. So these fights seem like they'll be pretty sustaining, with Lucio having the better overall burst healing, but Brightwing able to mitigate a single target blow up a little bit more efficiently. I think these fights will go long, and yeah. Oh.
Yeah, and just a point I wanted to make, Vala did not elect to go Q build. She's going with the W build, so a bit safer damage, but slower mortal clear.
Yeah, that's an interesting... I feel like 9 Avatar are going to suffer for that pick.
It allows them to get a little bit more safe, you know, W build's a lot safer. They can get easier damage off without putting her more at risk of the Stitch's Gorge, assuming he's going Gorge.
Yeah, good bullying off of the point there by the 9 Avatar, and they do get the first blood onto the Tassadar. All of them going down pretty evenly. That multi-shot damage, yeah, doing work. I don't know, but and for the purpose of conversation,
not the biggest fan of it into Lucio, just because it's an AOE skill,
right?
Primary AOE damage, and he's an AOE healer.
Also, my other thought is that I'm curious about. And it's not to like blatantly disagree. It's just because genuine like questioning attitude. You're saying that it's more reliable damage onto the team, but wouldn't the Q build focus down the target better?
Yeah, Q build can secure kills easier. W build is known for having the really safe range, and since they are very heavy into range,
yeah,
you can do it without putting herself at risk more easily. While the Q build will just say, "I'm going in, trying to make the kill," and if she messes up, she's just going to get counter killed almost every time on that. Just because they have such strong range damage with 3 ranged assassins on their team.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So the first round is up. All the the top camp has not been took. It has not been shook. But look for racers to start racing and defenders to start defending. Oh, let's get on in a little bit tight here on this fight. A mortal stun on the Lucio. Rainer going to town on this Angel. Hogger clearing up that bruiser camp at the top, but getting peppered down by Lunara, which I really actually like that Lunara matchup there. For Lunara, that is.
Yeah,
and,
that's one Lunara is going to win most of the time.
And the Fallen Lords being pushed out away from the Immortal, but Stitches is going to go down in the process. The slow damage, or the sort of slow area damage from the Vala and Gul'dan together, still being a little bit too much for Universe to keep up with on the Lucio. So not going Q build for Vala and going into that W build, not even the auto attacks. When does Vala take the race away from Raynor? Does Raynor stay ahead on it the whole time?
Well, I haven't crunched the numbers on the new Vala and Rainer builds since they were changed.
Oh, that's a
but-
dead Vala to the Lunara. Not trying to just fight Lunara off instead of running straight to the team. Not yelling for the Brightwing Z, which is on cooldown for 20 more seconds, so that might be a reason. But Stitches dies again, so it's not for naught. It's just it's a trade right now. The 9 Avatar are ahead on the Immortal, and they're doing a great job of zoning off of their own while letting their racer race.
Yeah, and you're seeing too with the Johanna, she's getting a lot of big condemns too. If she keeps that up in the late game, you're going to have a lot of heavy AoE damage with both Gul'dan and Vala. It should just be able to melt their squishier characters really fast.
Yeah. Now that's something I don't think was intentional, but one of the things I really like saying is if we're still in the first half, or to the point, Vala died, the Immortals hadn't hit halftime yet, so the damage going on to the 9 Avatara Immortal was mitigated by halftime happening, and it let 9 Avatara regroup. And so now they have a half shield Immortal.
Yeah, they should be able to clear it pretty safely, I'd say. Not a huge threat other than a Stitches hook probably coming out.
The demon moves for the gates of heaven.
Say that one more time.
9 Avatar has a really good chance to just clear this without losing much. The Fallen Lords can't really dive here too well. All they can really hope for is a Stitches hook.
Yeah, no, yeah, that was, I think based off of what we saw in the draft, they went no bruiser. They're really relying on a hook Gorge, and I think that screams Gorge. So as long as, I think Vala wants, ooh, this is hard.
Ooh.
I think Rainer going down there.
He
As the
just stayed a
Immortal
little
does.
bit too long there while his team was falling back, so he ended up getting pulled into the easy damage there.
Yeah, I think Vala could reliably go with Strafe and the upgraded Strafe later into the game, but with Horrify being available, I think if Blessed Shield is saved for the Stitches Gorge, and then there's a Horrify, I think whoever gets picked is mostly safe. But Vala going Rain of Vengeance can help with keeping their body snatched unsnatched.
Yeah, Rain of Vengeance can definitely be used for the peel. They do have almost no interrupt though for Strafe, and when you're playing Vala,
There's
you
the Strafe.
really like going. And there's the Strafe.
So with both teams being level 10, Horrify, Hortapult, Blink Heal Strafe, and Undecided for Falling Sword, and Joanna die. No, what did I say? Lunara dies. I looked at the wrong side of my screen. Yeah, so, and then the Fallen Lords pick up High Five, Hyperion, Leaping Strike, Bile, and Black Hole. So no Gorge after all.
Yeah, kind of interesting to see into that team.
I think Bile is in general the better overall choice. I just don't know how they plan to win a direct fight, and it may just be that they have enough damage to overcome their lack of beef.
Yeah, and they definitely have the better race ability, so they might not necessarily be looking to go for those hard engagements. Just protect the Immortal during the race phase.
Yeah, that Black Hole really effective there does help pick up that Gul'dan kill, and so they'll have an advantage coming into the set of race. And there goes Rainer Burr onto the Immortal.
Enough. I seek better ground.
Pat, that gif is hilarious, by the way. So halftime well in the Fallen Lord's favor, getting that advantage going in early, going into it. Rainer just being the large minion, but he does get pushed out. That Horrify going to be effective. Rainer's going to go down to the Gul'dan, leaving strike on the strafing Vala. That's going to be too much for Vala. That's a 1-for-1 so far, but Ska about to go down as well. Brightwing dead. The Hog Wild going out, but Gul'dan stranded on the wrong side of red health bars, and that is just a piecemealed 4-for-1 in favor of the Fallen Legends, and it looks like they're trying to really make their mark on this first game, this first map.
Yeah, and you saw a lot of just kind of split engagement there with the 9 Avatar could pick up the Rainer, but the Lunara just kind of got free reign onto the backline after that point.
Yeah, and I love this play here where Stitches Lunar are going for this bottom fort. There's the hook onto Hogger, but he's going to dash away. But they're getting this bottom fort while the Immortal's spawning, so they'll be able to rejoin their team fairly quickly to push with the Immortal. So great efficiency in opening up the map. We did see the phase shift go out. Gecko's looking kind of rough shape. That phase shift in the health fountain gonna help a lot. But that top fort does go down, so that's 2 structures for none here on the second objective. And getting some keep pressure. I don't expect the keep to take damage. Yeah, they're backing off without even working on that tower and gate. So that is objective number 2 down, but a very effective one, and the kill count swung by a lot into the Fallen Lord's favor.
Yeah, it'll be hard to see if 9 Avatar can make some strong engagements. Again, going Falling Swords instead of Blessed Shield, the Johanna doesn't have the strongest initiation.
Right, but I think I think Falling Sword is such a good ability right now, although I like Blessed Shield for what it brings. We'll just have to see. And there's the Falling... Oh, indecision. Indecision. The Falling Sword went out, didn't need the Unstoppable, and then couldn't get to the engage. That's
Johanna's going to have to time that a little bit better, predict the black hole coming out, and just pop her Unstoppable.
Yeah, that's just a feels bad R.
Yeah. I know I've done that quite a bit, so I can understand the feeling there.
Strafe going crazy, but Brightwing finishing off the Lucio in the healer battle, but Vala not long for this world either. Lunara, consistent poison, poke, damage, leaping strike with a little bit of burst is enough to bring her down, and it looks like the 1-for-1 is going to be enough for both teams to be content on the retreat. But that was 5v4 for the Fallen Lords, wasn't it?
It was.
Because Hogger's doing off-lane things. So right when Hogger came out and I was playing him some, I would spend so long just sitting there trying to line up my E so that it would go right back on itself so I could bounce back on stuff, because where the cursor was and how it looked on the map just didn't seem to line up for me. It was really frustrating. But seeing Hogger just bounce back and forth, I learned a couple months ago that Hogger can solo bosses too, so I don't know if that's changed with this patch, with his nerfs though.
You don't really see it as often anymore.
So halftime in favor of the 9 Avatar. The Falling Lords moving in aggressively. That's going to be Iron Skin and a half health Joanna. Look for that Falling Sword to come out. This looks like a great opportunity for an engage, especially with Hogger on the backside. He's going to want to Hortipole. There is a Falling Sword, and the Strafe going to take out the Rainer. Gul'dan not with the team, as you mentioned. So that was a 5v4, now a 4v4 as Gul'dan shows up.
Yeah, they...
Or 5v4 the other way, I should say.
You saw there Lunara is jumping more on the right wing that time, while Vala kind of had some really offside positioning on the strafe.
Yeah, but it worked out though.
Yeah, for sure.
Fizz, yes, it is the real Genghis Khan. Like, the real Genghis Khan. He's here to pillage the battlefield of eternity. So it looks like the 9 Avatar is having a hard time finishing up this Immortal. Gul'dan's getting some pressure on it, but this wall of...
really good fear, but maybe too late, unfortunately.
Yeah, great secure onto the Joe, and that might be enough to push them off of the Immortal with 65 health. It goes... That had to have been... No, but Gul'dan was dead for a while. No, Gul'dan didn't die. That had to have been the poison
Stitch is landing the good hook to bring Brightwing back.
That would have been so cool.
Not necessarily want as the Fallen Lords, but they did get the 4K, so it should be an easy defense on the Immortal now.
An easy clear, and how cool would it have been to see an Immortal at 65 health and it get turned?
And they're electing here to just push top. Let's see if they can actually take it. You know, if Gul'dan steps up too far, it can be an easy pick, especially with Tassadar wall.
Yeah, I
But
think
electing to play the safe option, just back off.
But almost all of the Fallen Lords ults are up, and so they'll have that black hole disengage here in just a second if they need it, but they're going to get the keep in time and back out. I don't think Joe's going to go for it, neither is Hogger. I think that's a smart plan to not go for it, and Reynard making sufficient work of that Immortal at level 18, only losing half a fort to it is not bad. Now, it did not have really any shield. No, it had all the shield. It had all the shield.
It had about half, well,
Yeah.
I believe. I think that was a great call by the Fallen Lords. They got
Absolutely.
easy clear and, you know, keep, so can't really argue with that. They didn't lose much in the process.
And then Siege Camp goes over to the 9 Avatara. That had to have been some Gul'dan poison that finished off that Immortal, though. So regrouping happening. The 9 Avatar are gonna go bot for clear. This is where the game gets hard, because the 9 Avatara need to keep their top side defended. They need to keep pressure out of their bottom lane, and the Fallen Lords need to not get greedy and make a mistake. Like this is the hard part of the video game.
Yeah, and I'd be surprised if you see the Fallen Lords going top too as much now, considering they do have the keep pressure. They'll want to keep all their fights when the Immortal's not up, focus on the bot lane.
Right, but if they get a pick, especially on the Joe, they can just take Raynor, Lunara, Tass, and win top.
Yep.
It's not level 20 yet. Ooh, there's a nice...
Ooh, there's a good pick on the Vala.
And now Joe is stranded. No Iron Skin.
Yep.
That's Fallen Lords, I think, just in stock now, right? I guess Immortal's up. So
They definitely can.
I imagine they go for the safe Immortal, try to in through bot with it.
You know, with the Hyperion option, 3 DPS, you know, tank and hyper DPS down on the 9 Avatara side, they can definitely just end through top if they
Yeah,
want.
I think they could. And I think Lucio out heals the Gul'dan. So
Yep.
Are they gonna pop this Bruiser real quick too? I think that's wasted time, but it'll put pressure in the top lane while this Immortal marches bottom. Joe and Vala are still dead, so they do have all the time in the world.
Yeah, full shield Immortal. I'd be very with 3 DPS again. I'd be very surprised if they don't get the keep here.
I think they get the core here. I think if they go top while the Immortals bot, although they do see Hogger on the top side, I think they can make a core call and split up the 9 Avatara, or at least have them not able to defend a lane. And
I
so
do think that would be possible. I'd just be surprised since they did take the safe route of just taking the Immortal instead of taking core there.
yeah. There's the falling sword. Bile comes out onto...
Ooh. 4-man fear too.
Yeah, nice poly onto the Stitches. Maharba looking a little low. Gets caught by the Stitches
Ooh.
hook. Just barely, and that's going to be Gul'dan going down. That's a lot of that clear effort. The tank goes down. 5v3, pushing into this keep. The Immortal still has half of a shield, and I think Vala is going to be hard-pressed now to push this down.
Yeah. I think the Fallen Lords have gotten a lot of value from the Stitches this game.
Yeah, which I'm still very surprised about given the... I mean, I guess as long as Stitches hits the hook, the more damage the better, right? Lunara with the classic landing on top of the core. Hit the Quan, as we would say on my team. So GG over to the Fallen Lords. And what started out looking kind of rough, but when level 10 hit, it just started popping. So looking at this stat screen, the game took no time at all, so that's interesting. If I go to this, do we see the pupper? The pupper's sleeping on the wrong side of where the camera shows, so that's unfortunate. But he's still on the screen a little bit. You can see his paws. So yeah, looking at the stat screen, it. What do you think? I guess not having an offlaner, Tassadar ending up with the most clear. I mean, Gul'dan ends up with the most clear too. But Tassadar also had the most XP, even though Lunara was the offlaner. Or did they switch?
I think Lunara was, sorry, Lunara was offlaning for the most part. You know, she can really bully off Hogger, so.
Yeah, but I guess Tass is a quick 2-button lane clear later on in the game. I mean, I don't see anything like otherwise outstanding. Tell me about these talent builds that we're looking at here. Silver Arrow.
Let me take a look. So you see W build on Gul'dan, very typical.
Oh
Q
yeah,
build on
that's
Tassadar.
that has been a much more popular build lately.
Yeah, specifically against the Lunara, it can be pretty easy to just keep the W on her. She has to trot away from the range. You know, it's really hard for Lunara to do much against a W build Gul'dan. So that might have been taken just to help keep pressure off of the backline. In terms of that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You did see W build Vala, but it did have 6 deaths. I'd say most likely because they were having a real hard time keeping Lunara off. You know, she had pretty free reign to just kind of jump on the back line. Brightwing does have the poly to kind of help alleviate with that, but Joe not taking Blessed Shield means there's no real answer from the tank when she starts going in on the back line.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I don't, like you said, Lunara pretty much got to do what she wanted, but I still don't think that W build's the right answer here. Or for Vol, I don't think the W build Vol is the right way to go.
Well, she did, again, safer DPS. She did have the most damage in the game, but they did have a hard time securing some of those kills, and they did have a really hard time racing on the Immortal.
And it didn't seem it didn't seem like safer was relevant, right? Because like it wasn't safe. So that's just I don't know. I like what Stitches is doing here though. Patchwork Creations is pretty strong, and I don't like Infinite Quest.
Oh yeah.
Grant, I do like the Consume quest, just because it's on heroes. But going for the slows and self healing, an additional Devour stack. I like Bile. I think Bile is really strong. And then the Bile cleave or the Bile damage. Oh, my lobby went away. I didn't click it fast enough. Oh, you're back in. Wait, you're number 381 now?
That's just the total points. It's not a rank or position.
Oh, so that's lower. That's
yeah, that's lower.
Oh, okay. I thought you were at like 23. Were you at 2300 the other day? Was that you?
No, not me.
Oh, I am on the wrong screen. Here we go. Y'all don't want to see that. So we do have a map. It is Braxis Holdout, but I don't know who picked it yet because the lobby mode is wrong.
Oh, I know a lot of players on both teams love Braxis, so.
I think Braxis is a great map. Oh, I need to do the prediction. I need to learn how to do the commands. Oh, everyone loses their points. Everyone loses the points. I want to do a prediction at some point, and maybe we'll do it during the draft. We'll do it during the draft. Start a prediction. Which option gets fewer vote points? This one. No. This one. Let's go 5 minutes. Alright, so it does look like the 9 Avatara went for first pick. So the Fallen Lords picked this map. Did I even click that right? Oh, you know what? I need to cancel this one. Dismiss this. And I messed it up. Choose outcome, back, delete, delete and return points. I didn't even do it right. I meant to put fewer viewer vote points, but whatever. So good thing nobody actually voted. So Brax's holdout. Do you think the Rexar makes it through?
Oh no. Especially with 9 Avatara having first pick, I doubt Rexar makes it through. I don't know, what do you think will get anything new getting banned? Lunar, okay.
I think the Lunar definitely deserves it.
Yeah, they also got a lot of value from the Tassadar earlier on too.
Yeah, I think the Tassadar is a good ban here too. Good. The walls can be really good. Good clear in general. So.
Do you think either team will run a double healer comp?
No, I don't. But not for. Let me show the draft screen. I don't think it's something that they're thinking about right now. I like double healer comps, but they're a lot more complex to run in an efficient way. But we do see a Stitch's steal.
Yeah, I think that's probably a pretty good plan.
Fat Andy on Fat Stitches. So that makes sense. It's thematic. Universe getting the Lucio again, taking it away from Ska. And Genghis Khan picking up the Sonya. I like Sonya here. I think Sonya's really strong here. I think Sonya can eat a lot of Zerg damage safely. I think Sonya wins a lot of fights and matchups and can be aggressive on the point.
It is interesting picking your top laner so early too, though.
Yeah, but
there's a lot of room for counter picks.
It does. It does. They banned one of them. I think if you're choking out those counter picks, it makes it a lot easier. Woo! Got the mutant time. So y'all got to watch me sneeze all over my setup, but you didn't have to hear it. I like the Thrall ban. I think Thrall is a maybe not underrated hero, but undervalued, which are almost the same thing. But like,
yeah, and they gotta know that Maharba would pick Thrall into this.
I think
he does that quite often.
I think he's a sleeper hero because he does a surprising amount of damage when he shows up, and Earthquake is just such a strong ability. And Earth and Shields, oh my Lanta. Interesting ETC ban. Ooh, that's a little spicy. That's spicy. And Tank Blaze. All right.
Yeah, I kind of expected Beef Prime to pick up Kael'thas here, but
well, there's switcheroos. There's a swap phase, because Zul'jin is more like what Peanut Butter played last game, so they might be switching roles. But I do know that all of these players are pretty versatile. Just that prior MOBA experience that they have. Being able to...
I just don't like playing Zul'jin in the Stitches. He has no real good movement tools. Really easy to get hooked.
Oh, stand behind your team?
Yeah, right?
From order comes
The Tassadar again. So do we see hero swaps? Because who played Tass last game? Icer?
It was no, it was Genghis, I believe.
It was Genghis was on the Tass, and because Beef was on Lunara, and Peanut Butter and Jimmy was a thing. So all right, so the draft has finished. You guys as well can let us know about your thoughts on game number 2 coming on up. This is a 5-minute prediction, so you get to see a little bit of the early fight or the early game if you want to hold off on your prediction.
So what team do you like more in the draft phase, Taco?
I am an impartial caster. I think that Bunker can do some pretty good work here, but I don't think there's a whole lot of predictable opportunities to use it. But I like the black hole, and I like the black hole disengage, and I think Zul'jin is really strong here on these points. However, I think Stitches is hard to use black hole against because of, so I'd actually more expect a Archon here if I was this Tassadar. And then as the rest of the blue team shows up, I think Valkyrie Stitches is going to be really strong. Yrel is just a pretty dominant lane control hero. So I think red team has a better team, but blue team has an easier time playing the comp. And that being said, Gecko on Chromie, Fat Andy on Stitches, Ska on Stukov, Shybar on Cassia, and Maharba Space Goat coast to coast. That is the 9 Avatara.
And on Fallen Lords, we have Genghis Khan on Sonya up top. We have Beef Prime on Zul'jin, Peanut Butter on Tassadar, Icer 189 on Blaze, and Universe on Ska. I mean, Universe on Lucio.
Universe on Ska. Okay.
I mean, Ska plays Lucio so much.
Whatever.
I'm so seeing that.
Whatever happens, not in game, man. That's like the Nexus is a safe place, okay, Silver.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need your judgment here. Now judge
Personally,
these teams.
though, I do like the blue team's draft a little more on this map. I think Stukov's amazing here, and Chromie is my favorite mage to play on this map. So.
You still playing Li Ming?
I don't like playing her in rank. It's at least not without a team. Yeah.
So level 1 talents are on the board, and that house party just stacking up, already halfway done. Just so easy when you're in a 4-man. And Tassadar is stacking fairly well too. He's hit 6. There's a lot of stacking going on. We got Headhunter and You Want Axe, House Party, Laser from the Tassadar, New Habits from the Blaze. There's a Jet Propulsion into 3. The stun area on Jet Propulsion is so big if it hits. It's so unfair. It's just like, wait, I'm across the lane. How? Oh, you hit my tank? Okay.
Yeah.
And then Stitch is stacking, Cassia stacking, Chromie stacking. Lots and lots of we want to fight going on. But the Fallen Lords does get ahead on the objective initially. Nice counterstun onto Stitches, isolating with the force wall, but not going to be enough. I do like that the Fallen Lords picked up some more beef this game.
Yeah, it definitely helped Zul'jin out quite a bit.
Yeah, I don't think they care about this early game. As long as Zul'jin can just like, oh, where'd this axe from? I'll throw it. Oh, where did this axe come from? I'll throw it. Oh, where did this axe come from? I'll throw it. I think he's a happy troll. Probably the trolliest character in the game. Ooh, a nice pull onto Peanut Butter. Here comes Blaze for the save with the Jet Propulsion. It's gonna intercept enough that Peanut Butter cannot be followed up on, and that's an everybody alive opportunity.
Yeah, and a lot of these fights you've been seeing, they've got some good initial picks on people, but they're really just kind of leaving Zul'jin alone to just get some easy stacks. Which right now is not hurting him, but it's definitely going to come back to hurt him in the later game.
Like that right there. It was a full range Jet Propulsion. It taps Stukov, and then Chromie, who's like a mile away, still gets stunned. I don't understand. Nerf Blaze.
You know, you could also just play Blaze.
Can I though? You know, I've never picked Bunker Drop.
I love the homie bunker.
Just Combustion is so much fun, especially with the Unstoppable. You're like, Unstoppable, Combustion, here I go! It doesn't get the full channel, but it gets enough, and that's an early first objective to the Fallen Lords. It's going to be a full wave to a not wave. And so definitely expecting the 9 Avatar to go defend. I would like to see a split push coming out of the Fallen Lords because this bottom Zerg is going to go down so fast. Nah, they're just going to push, but they're late on the rotation. And I've lost Braxis like this. If you're, by not going to push with immediately, I tried to wait to see what the other team was going to do. And they saw us in lane, so they cleared out way up ahead and safely, and then we lost the game after that because we didn't take our opportunity to win.
You do see Urel coming up. See, nope, just going to lane. Yeah, I don't think they got the value they kind of wanted here. Obviously, they didn't get the top Sippy Cup, so...
They had to commit to a thing, and they committed to not a thing.
Yeah, they were really late on that rotation, so 9 Avatar catches a little break there. So what do you think Chromie picks at 8? Gotta be Sands, right?
I think it's Sands here. I think Loop can get value, although Bunker Drop is a thing, so...
Yeah, Bunker Drop and Loop into Lucio is almost impossible to pull off.
Oh, with high 5? Yeah, so it pretty much has to be Sands.
But you do get the benefit of when you put down the Loop, you just get a bunch of extra damage as Chromie if you can hit stuff.
Right, which I still think makes it viable, and if they can get a gank, then it doesn't matter about high 5 and Bunker Drop.
Yep.
House party finished. It's a house party and he don't need nobody. He turns his boombox up and the lights down. Turn the lights down low and the boombox up. I forget. You know what? Leave me alone. 2v2 here in the top lane. Here comes Stitch and Stukov to help out, and we get a 3-man in the bottom lane. Pushing into this Cassia. Blaze still trying to get his globs. He's at 10 of what, 15? Yeah. I think that's a...
it's time loop!
And there's a grab on to the Omniverse.
Oh, come on, you just had to pull the trigger on the Zul'jin there. Ah!
Yeah, especially this level 8 where they don't have ults yet. Time loop could definitely do some dirty. So you're dying inside right now.
Ah.
Oh, that's not the button I wanted. No, I don't want to delete Sys 32. Ooh, big old time traps. Red beacons already. Here comes Urel on the flank. Lucio going to get popped again. No high 5 yet. Here's a jump from Urel, and everyone just getting in the way. The hook barely misses onto Universe, and Blaze gonna walk out also low health. And the boom, the coming out of the yellow soothing tones of Boostio.
Yeah, you saw just kind of a split engagement there again. Chromie was focused on getting the Lucio, while the rest of the team was kind of looking more down.
That
So
works
kind of
against TLV. That's how you kill TLV players.
Oh, yeah.
But when you want to take out a Fallen Lord, whew, better get your game plan straight.
So, Blaze did not go with the homie bunker this game.
That's strange. So we get the high 5 in the Testdingo, and a lot of there's a lot of disengage here, or at least defensive ults. But I think this combustion is a rough pick. There is no Valkyrie. There's the hammer. There's still a lot of interrupts for it. Even with that new habits into the high 5, but a full combustion out onto Stukov, that's just, it's not going to do anything. Here comes Urel in again with the knockback on the Blaze. Blaze should almost certainly go down, but a missed Sandblast is going to let him walk out. He's low, so is Stitches. And group up for the high 5s behind the gate.
Yeah, again, you're seeing the same thing with blue team just splitting their engagements. Chromie went in on the Tastar down bottom while the rest of the team focused Blaze, so gonna need to clean that up if they want to win these fights.
Yeah, absolutely. But nice splash damage from Chromie going out getting Tassadar low, but again, Lucio heals for no mana cost. So just working the team back up is pretty easy. I say no man. I mean, obviously doing the amp is mana, but we do see top. Well, we don't see it, but we hear top fort go down. Sonya just creating too much pressure for Yrel to handle, and those minions just wearing it down. It looks like. And Sonya holding that point against Yrel quite handily. So it's level 11. So real quick rundown as that time loop goes off onto the Silence Blaze. Universe gonna get popped down by the Cassia, and 9 Avatara taking control of the bottom objective just in time to stop a full wave for the Fallen Lords. Stukov falls during the to the black hole during the Tazdingo, but Tazdingo ultimately still dies because, well, Tazdingo. So we got Ardent Defender, Bile, Ball Lightning, stuck in a time loop. No, that's just temporal loop. And Flailing Swipe for the 9 Avatar. The Fallen Lord's picking up Tazdingo. Ayah! High five! Black Hole and Slow Walk. And everybody just runs right back down to the bottom objective. The Fallen Lords do want to take this over to get their full wave again into a not so beefy wave. And Yrel is just going to try to get, going to come down for a gank so that she can get help taking top back. Big hook onto the Tassadar, and the silence growing away, so that force wall is going to be delayed coming out. But he's just going to stop there and stand still to only get hit by one Sandblast. As Sonya jumps into the backline, spin to win. Is it going to be enough? No, the Ball Lightning does bounce over. That's going to take out the Sonya. The black hole gets some separation, but not in time. Time loop on the Zul'jin. Not going to get the kill. Here comes the jet propulsion in on top of the oil. It does not get lit yet, but that is bigger oil there at 13. 13? 7. 4? 4? What a Blaze got changed. So kind of a slow rolled fight that while Sonya died, I think, from going in 1v4, otherwise it was a pretty uneventful slow fight. Oh, but that Tassadar Q does get finished up on the quest. That's what, hitting 50 of those, 40 of those?
I don't know.
40. Yrel jumping across onto no, that is Maharba. Jumping across onto the Lucio. There's the silence in the time loop. The high five, I believe, finishing or avoiding the time loop. But the beacons rather, are blue. This is going to be building up Zerg for the 9 Avatara. The Fallen Lord's looking for an opportunity to stop it. So Sonya's going to run up top and get some channel. If she doesn't get on it by 90%, it's done. Oh yeah, that's a done objective. Objective over to the Fallen Lord. So it's going to be 198.
So what do you think? They all just stay bot to clear it, or do you think
Like,
9 Avatar sends anyone top?
Everybody defend? I think this is an everybody defend type of a moment. Even Yrel is defending top from Catapult.
Yeah, also getting soaked in the meantime.
But Zul'jin and Lucio are gonna push with, try to get some aggression. Which, I mean, and Blaze is down here too. Zul'jin's not a whole lot of clear. I feel like Blaze could kind of help. So just having Tassadar Sonya clear, I guess is effective. So they might get a fort out of this. Oh yeah, definitely get a fort out of this. Tazdingo's up. Okay, for a second I didn't think it was going to happen, like after I'd said definitely. And this red fort still safe. So the Fallen Lord's up 2 forts to none. After having some kind of shaky fights going on there. I think both teams. Oh, big hook onto the Tassadar. More just of a reminder that stitches exist. Here comes the jet propulsion. The black hole is gonna catch 4.5. Shybar looking a little bit low. The Ball Lightning was out doing some bouncing. Stitches trying to run out through 3 sources of ammo. And Stitches gets popped because, well, you can't run through a fort and 2 towers and expect to live. You might live, but you can't expect to. And so an easy boss call for the Fallen Lords. So you're 9 Avatara, Silver. How do you come back into this game and push this to a match to a game 3?
Well, they've been rotating better. 9 Avatara has. They just haven't been able to secure any of the kills. They've had a lot of setups where I think they could have. They're just not focusing the same targets. Coming from a mage player, Chromie's making a lot of time loops that aren't being followed through, so that's either on the tank or on Chromie himself. Just not calling out the engagement there. I think, again, they have been pretty decent time loops. I haven't really seen them been stopped or canceled at all, so I think they do have potential there.
I think I saw one get high five, but it didn't matter.
Yeah, and Stitch is having a really easy hook engagement that's pretty safe generally. If they can get a good hook and just follow through on that, that'll give them a lot of potential.
Yeah, but there's a lot of pressure into the space right now that they've got to get cleared out. That keep down camp bot, camp and boss top, and the Fallen Lord said, well, we're gonna go establish ourselves on objective, and this objective channels pretty quick. If you get started right off the bat with the other team in base, you've already got 70% easy.
Yeah, and they're getting the top camp too, so they're gonna have the additional pressure going down top that 9 Avatar is gonna have to answer.
All right, beacons are red. Let's see how far they get before Yrel even gets to Sonya. And she was halfway down the lane already. That's 20%. So 26, 20, 30 gonna be picked up.
Yeah, you're gonna want to see Chromie put time traps like in advanced position, so they have easy knowledge on when the enemy team's rotating, which they're kind of seeing right now. And then you're also going to use those to combo into a Stitch's hook, so you can really force a fight and get an easy engagement on the team.
Yeah, I think
Otherwise,
the Fallen
you're gonna have
Lords,
the top pressure here.
I think TFL really wants to keep fighting over this bottom beacon to keep one, to keep themselves from losing the objective, and two, to keep the 9 Avatar there at bot, so that either top wins through pressure or it splits up the 9 Avatar.
Yeah, definitely.
Like it is right now. This is a 3v2, about to be a 5v2. Stitches is a dead boy. But here comes the Stukot. There's the leap across. Combustion out.
They have to fight here even though they're down.
Yeah, there is the Ardent Defender. The damage stops. Ardent Defender's over. She's gonna get blown up. That's why I don't like Ardent Defender. It has to be it has to be super predictable damage coming in that can't be stopped. So like Pyroblast.
I'd be very surprised if Red Team can't end through top here.
Yeah, they've got a full wave into none. They've got five into 2. I think this is the sweep for the Fallen Lords. Oh, time trap onto the Zul'jin. Maybe we get a pop. Nope. Oh, temporal loop is up.
It might be better just to put the loop on someone and then just focus the Zerg with your extra DPS on the Chromie.
Yeah, I think so too. Especially if they had flipped over to 18 and she'd gotten pierced, that may have been a different defense. But that core at 0 is going to be the sweep. So the Fallen Lords, the new team in this Myth 9 Avatar group, gonna take the sweep over the parent team, the brother team, the sister team, the Hamma Jamma team. But 3 kills to 5, very low kill game. So I'm gonna go ahead and venture that. Oh, I see it now. That Beef Prime did not finish Headhunter. 5 kills, but 2 of them onto the same person, but he was involved in all 5, so there was potential there. So what do you think about the stat page? Anything weird? Anything?
I was gonna mention, picking Headhunter. I know Beef Prime loves quests. It's a little harder to do against Chromie just because she has the range and she can play a little safe. It's hard to get a good kill on her usually.
Yeah, and Cassia has those blinds and the natural armor. So Chromie did die. Cassia did not. No death club.
Chromie did die.
And this W build on Sonya is kind of the thing right now, right?
Yeah, it definitely helps her win top for sure.
I'm trying to see what they would have to disrupt the. I think really just Stukov to disrupt spinning though. So let's see if we can get Omniverse into. Yeah, I know what I said. Into the. Jeez, I can't talk. Into a Weber view. And I'll probably meet you over in. Let's just hop on over to Lobby 5 in the NGS channel. And I'll see you in just a
Okay.
second. Alright, so we are gonna get Omniverse Strange Unknown coming in. And again, just like in typical Braxis fashion, this was a pretty quick game. And given the nature of Braxis being a generally fast map, I'm surprised that we saw Zul'jin. And even like questing Tassadar. Like these are such. I mean, Tassadar is strong throughout, but like Zul'jin is such a late game hero by design. I just think that's curious. Omniverse.
Ahoy hoy.
Hey man, just so you know, I plugged Myth at the beginning, but you're welcome to. You're welcome to.
Intermyth match.
You what?
It was an intermyth match between
Right.
Myth Clan.
Which is exactly why I mentioned it, because y'all sprung from the same game.
Yes, sir.
So you won the set over the older team as the newer team, even though I think you kind of put together the older team first. So maybe you knew all their strats.
Yeah, we knew all each other's heroes, so it was fun to pick around and ban around what everyone was doing and all that stuff. That
Yeah,
seemed like a
I
fun
saw you
thing.
taking Lucio away from Ska. That was
Yeah. Yeah, I really wanted to take that. I've been practicing this week, and I get why he got into the game playing Lucio. He's such a fun hero to play.
fun's a word.
Um,
Fun is definitely a word. So tell us about kind of the attitude going into the game, how you guys feel. Wait, are we doing another game?
yeah, we're gonna play the third one actually, just because we have 2 5-stacks here. So
Cool. Are y'all gonna be in the same voice channel this time?
that would be crazy.
Oh my goodness! Hey, if y'all can keep it PG, I'll cast with comms, and then y'all can hear the cast too. Like we used to do stuff like this like all the time. If y'all are up for something like fun like that, we can do it.
I'll see if we can coordinate it. Let's see what's up. Let me just make these teams right now.
Yeah.
Oops, I made the host on accident.
Oh.
Whoops.
Let me grab silver as well. So I mean, the fact that y'all are playing the third game anyway shows kind of the bond between the teams again. Y'all are basically the same team, just split because of numbers.
Yep.
So morale's pretty high throughout then, right?
Yeah, we
For
were
both
looking
teams.
forward to this match. We're looking forward to continue to play more games. I mean, we really separated the teams up to try and make them as even as possible, so we land in the same division, so we could play against each other. We thought that would be fun because, in the other game we play against each other all the time, so we're used to it. So it's fun to do that. We don't get the opportunity here very much, so this is a cool opportunity to do so.
Yeah, and that's good. And setting it up so that y'all so that y'all will play each other is super fun. The early game seemed rough for the 9 Avatara both games. So kind of what was the game plan with those drafts going into it? Not the 9 Avatara. I'm sorry, the Fallen Lords. Let me back up.
Yeah.
Game number 1, you went 3 damage, no bruiser, I guess for the Stitches pick. That seemed a little bold.
Yeah, it was. They took out Sonya, which was going to be our offlaner, and that's only Genghis' only offlaner. And at that point, we had already locked so many heroes, we couldn't swap anything, so we just went, well, Genghis, take your strongest damage hero, and let's just see if we can blow him up, and it worked out.
Yeah. And then you took I was talking to Silver before you came in. Zul'jin is kind of a late game hero, and you take him into Braxis, which is notoriously the fastest map.
Yeah. Beef Prime is just, he's solid with Zul'jin. It's one of his best heroes, and we liked the mix into what they had. I think Zul'jin just stitches is always strong because he can just chop away at him so quick. So that was there. But I definitely was talking with the team and stuff, and we kind of came to a conclusion to maybe try and focus on some offlaner bans. And Asma was really a strong player for them, maybe their best player, and comes up with their strategy. So we just figured let's take away some of his strongest heroes and kind of maybe weaken the offlane a bit. And that was kind of the focus. And I was trying to take away Lucio, which is Ska's best healer. So I figured they wouldn't waste a ban on that since I would have been playing Lucio for a couple weeks because that would be,
Well,
So,
I
yeah,
figured
just-
they would have first picked it after the first time.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised by that. I kind of when it was left open there, but there's so many good things open. They got the Valo from that too, I think.
Yeah, they got the Vala.
So
Real quick so that we can roll into this game, give me your shoutouts and whatnot. Silver, did you have any questions?
You can do shoutouts first.
Okay.
yeah, shout out to Nine Avatara and the Fallen Lords and the whole, I guess you call it the Myth Clan or whatever, and all these group of people for hanging out together all the time and playing games for so long and just being a good positive thing and for all of us to do. So yeah, really love that we have this and we can all participate together on something again. And shout out to NGS, shout out to you, Taco and Silver, for casting and hanging out. And yeah, we can get this rolling.
All right. Silver,
I just wanted
had
to
a question.
ask, are you surprised you got Lunara on the first game?
Yes.
I thought for sure that'd be an insta ban against you guys.
I would.
I've played with Beef quite a bit. I know how good he is. Lunara is, yeah.
Auto banned me, but yeah. Well, if you guys want to catch up even after this, let's play this game. I'm gonna hop back up into my team, but thanks, you guys.
Yeah, let's go into exhibition game 3.
Sounds good. See you guys in a bit.
Silver, we can hang here. That's fine.
Okay. I will be right back. Just like 30 seconds.
Okay. Oh no, Silver, don't go! I'm kidding. Alright, Cursed Hollow. Well, we get a free game 3. I'm always complaining about not getting game 3s because of sweeps, but we get a game 3 anyway! Casting hype! Oh, I meant to ask, is it Fat Andy or is it Fa Tandy?
I think it's just Andy.
Andy! Oh, the fat is silent.
Yeah.
There's a joke there. I gotta figure it out. Okay, so that just reminded me of a Community moment. Have you watched Community?
I've never seen an episode in my life. Sorry.
It's fun. But at one point they're talking about going to a party with someone going to a party with an escort, and about how someone mentions communicable interactions, and the guy's like, wait a second, going to party, there's a joke here. And then he just like looks down, and then it goes on with the conversation. About 3 minutes later he looks up, don't try the crab dip. Anyway,
Thank you for that, Taco.
you're welcome. I forgot what started it. Oh, there's a joke here. There's a joke here. Goose, my dude, good to see you. Yeah, that just happened. So, the Rexar ban makes sense. Or did they switch sides? They switched,
Yes. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Again, like Universe was saying, Rexar and Falsehood both targeted at Maharba. So.
Yeah. Yeah, the Falstad Globals here are big. Lunara and Sonya getting banned out. Sonya's just a good hero, and Lunara, as you said earlier, B Prime is playing a good Lunara. But Brightwing Dahaka, Stitches hold 3 games. Stitches, there's a lot of walls to pull over. But Dahaka and Brightwing can be picked up right here in a 1-2, and if they don't do it, I'm disappointed in.
Oh,
IXA.
Lucio's also open. Yeah, there you go.
Lucio, yeah, but that's what? Okay. Alright. Alright, Dahaka Brightwing, come on, it's Cursed Hollow, Dahaka Brightwing. That's gonna help out with the pick anyway. Especially, Emerald Wind. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it.
You know, it's like the Hawk of Brightwing.
Right?
Like halfway there.
Um, sorry, ooh, a misban. I wonder if they'll settle that in the chat.
I'd imagine they do. These
Oh.
guys are pretty friendly.
Yeah, a lot of times now in GS, a lot of the times they're in the more competitive. A lot of times that doesn't happen, but like in the off season and stuff, teams are especially super friendly.
What do you speculate it was? I'm thinking maybe Zul'jin or Kael'thas.
Uh,
Alright, no, it's gotta be Malthael, actually.
you
It's
think
gotta be
Malthael?
Malthael. Yeah.
Which side is that? That's Maharba. Would you mind just whispering them on Discord and seeing if
Oh.
they'll tell you?
Yeah, he responded, it is Malthael.
Okay, nice.
So the Naz pick here, you know, it's a really long map normally. Really long
I've been
duration,
meaning to work out the new Naz. Spider builds are so strong, and Samro's in the game, so everybody have a good night. I am signing off. Jesus.
Hey, he's great for stacking if you pick a stacker character here.
Like Frog Nazebo.
Orphea. Love Orphea and Samuro.
Orphea.
Smaharba, what do you think he'd go here?
Rexar, but it's banned. Thrall.
Thrall,
Oh, yeah.
okay. Double Bruiser, okay.
Oh, I gotta go cash in the prediction and do the next one. All right, so with this next prediction, I guess I'll just go ahead and change the side so it's easier. So y'all don't have to do the mind flip. I'll do it myself. All right, the prediction is out. So what draft do you like here, Silver? What are you looking at?
I love Vala. Any draft that has Vala is my favorite.
Any draft with Vala. Alright, well, now that we're done with the draft here on the blue team, we got Icer on the Stitches, Beef Prime on the Kael'thas, Universe on the True Terror of the Skies, the real dragon of death, Brightwing, Peanut Butter on someone, and Genghis Khan on the Vala. That is the 9 Avatara.
The battle begins.
It's the
10 seconds.
It's the Fallen Lords, by the way. But on the 9 Avatara,
The Fallen Lords!
3.
You have Gecko on Diablo, Fat Andy on Nazebo, Ska
Fatandy.
this time on Lucio, Maharba on Thrall, and Shaibar on Hogger.
Hogger?
That's the name. Yes, that's the name. And just want to point out, Beef Prime loves his stack, so he went Convection here, of course.
That's a little but nice combo onto the Stitches, who is just perfectly fine. He says, I don't care.
And we do see a Q build Vala, yes! Excited, love it.
Yeah. So the early game skirmish still amounts to nothing except for stacks. Some stacks. And warm hugs being taken away by Lucio, who apparently hates his team and does not want to give them warm hugs. So we get a rotation up to the mid. And yeah, just sticking together. I guess a tight 3-man, leaving a 1-3-1 for the Fallen Lords. The 9 Avatar trying to match Lucio, going for that siege camp early. Actually a little bit late. But the Fallen Lords not going for camps at all. Okay, now they're going for bruisers. Both teams picking them up in the right in the right order based off of the setup. Yeah, Roronoa. These two teams are part of the same org, or they're sister teams, and they play a lot of stuff together. So they wanted to play the game 3 anyway, and so that means we get more HOTS to watch. There is the kickback onto a stealthy Samuro. Damn it, I said his name. Now he's gonna like show up at my house or something. It's definitely not an unfriendly game 3, I'll tell you that much. First objective finally starting to spawn. That siege camp gonna get a lot of value unless Hogger just doesn't come down. 4v4 right now. Sort of. 3v3, 3v2, 3v3. Vala comes down, making a 4v3. Thrall still trying to clear out the bruiser camps. This should be a Fallen Lord's first tribute.
Well, it looks like they weren't quick enough, so they can definitely test now.
Yeah. But Hogger and the other offlane are still up in the top lane as this brutal fight goes down onto Vala, who's stuck in the front. There's the Stitches. Just kind of taking a beating from Diablo and then walking out, but I don't think Diablo knows Vala's supposed to kill him. Lots of delaying though. Vala respawning. She's gonna get coming back. The warm hug onto Maharba. He's gonna go down to the bile whatevers and the warm hug on himself. Stitch is getting the hook for the interrupt onto Diablo or Naz or whoever, but we're both together. Naz walks out. Diablo's about to go down to the incessant pressure, but staying alive for way too long with the charges and the flips and the whoop-de-doos and the oh no's and the that's a W build Diablo. That's fun. That was that seemed like an excessive first tribute there, Silver.
Yeah, it really helps stacking heroes. Mainly Kael'thas and Vala in this case.
Yeah, 8 stacks of convection, 64 spediters, 11 puncturing arrow.
Shall we see who gathers enough tribute this time?
Second tribute coming up. Looks like Hogger's gonna grab that camp real quick. 10 more seconds. Hey, buddy boy. Oh, you gonna sleep under my feet now? Stitch is trying to get into position. Looks like, yeah, just some lane clear, trying to get Naz stacks. Naz has more spider stacks than Hoodoo stacks, but I guess that actually makes sense. That's typical.
Yeah, with the new level 20 talent, I see a lot of Zebo's electing not to go with a 175 quest Vile Infection. Instead, just take the Unstoppable at level 20.
Oh, and just lose stacks?
Yeah, so they don't necessarily have to focus on stacking as much anymore.
Yeah, but it still provides permanent bonuses that are valuable.
Yeah.
There is the Lightning Breath. This is a full W build Diablo, it looks like. Level 10s are on the 9 Avatara side first, so that is that Lightning Breath as mentioned. Gargantuan, Sound Barrier, Hortipole, and Sunder. And the Spider Quest does get finished. There's a flip onto the Vala, I think with the boop in there too. So Vala's going to go down. Level 10's picked up for the Fallen Lords, but this should be a 9 Avatara objective here in just a moment. Brightwing also goes down. Echo the Elements and Souls picked up in a Convection reset. You love to see it, because I've got a special word for any Convection players.
Man, they're really chasing the Stitches, huh? Can't really escape Lucio.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he does get chased down. I'm showing the boss right now. Yeah, I guess it's actually 2 words. 2 words for Convection players. Also similar for Samurai players. It starts with an F and ends in a U. Forget you. Like the song. Forget you. Forget you. Come on, Silver.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Man, you're gonna make me get Groovy Bot in here or something.
Hey, you do not want to hear me singing, trust me.
Oh, I would love to hear you sing.
No.
Is this the real life? Come on, join me. Or is this just fantasy? No bait. Not gonna take the bait.
Yeah, that wasn't like part of the deal we made earlier today.
So bottom fort goes down with that boss. That's gonna be a good comeback into this match for the 9 Avatara, looking to take their first win of the set. 9 Avatara picking up this bruiser camp as well. Nice safe camp. There's the Junkrat bomb under the Hogger, because that's how this game works. And they're set up for this objective. I think Fallen Lords may just want to give at this point. I don't think they get in on the Lucio, and they're taking free damage. That is an objective cap. There is the lightning breath going out.
Oh.
Fallen Lord's looking low, and Stitches is trapped. There's a Devour. He's gonna run around the Brightwing. Brightwing to the rescue, but no, body blocked by the Diablo, and that's gonna be a no. But Thrall goes down to the puncture arrow, but Brightwing falls as well. A 2 for 1, 3 for 1. There's another reset on the Convection. Make it 4. The 9 Avatar coming back with a vengeance after getting that second tribute.
I like the call here, just take the easy push on the fort instead of going for boss.
Volcano Los Dos.
And you know, if you can get 4, that's always more important than getting the boss.
Yeah.
But
Well, because
at
that's
least
why you
early
would
game.
take the boss.
Yeah.
Gather tribute. Earn my favor.
And also to get it off the map. It looks like they're going to go for it. Naz is
Well,
really
it's
solid
interesting
damage.
to go for it when they have the tribute down bot side. They might be giving this tribute by going for boss here. And third tribute's pretty important, but we'll see. They could always elect to take boss and also push top with it, since they're most likely not going to be able to contest the seed or tribute.
Someone died in the top lane. Hogger killed something, but you know, does not compute. Hopefully that thing is killed forever. And like you said, an uncontested objective, getting the boss instead of a third tribute, making all of the rest of the tributes must-wins for both teams. At least for now.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
Let's see. So, yeah, top gets knocked over by the boss. There comes a big ol' engage from both sides. The Rain of Vengeance coming out to try to mitigate the Hogger coming on in. Convection gets reset. Brightwing goes down as well. It looks like Convection got reset by the boss slam, which is all the more exciting. And this just looks like a big ol' push on the keep. Looks like the tribute's coming up too in about 10 seconds. So if they can get this keep down, then they still got time with a 5v2 now. Yeah, someone just needs to peel off and go get
another
it.
pick here, they can actually go look to try to get some core damage too.
Yeah.
Oh, with pick on Vala, there you go. Looks like there's pings on it, core calls being made.
Yeah, this might be a nice quick one for the 9 Avatara to leave the match not only friends, but with their heads held high about you know, taking a game off their friends. There is a Pyroblast onto the Thrall. That is a half health Mahar, but down up 3 levels. So. And that is game number 3 of this best of 3.
Very quick.
Over
game
to
number
the
3.
9 Avatara. So the Fallen Lords win 2-1. And give me just a second. So yeah, a good set. We're hanging out here. So I don't know if Universe had any more. Did you want to talk to Universe about the game 3 that they didn't win?
Only if
That's
he
the
wants
way
to talk about it.
Oh, okay.
He already did his interview, so
Yeah,
I don't want to make him do too much.
All right. So for that game, Silly Banana. Hi, baby. Yeah. Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. So let me message him. That was a fast game. Cursed Hollow.
Yeah, it don't normally seem like that. It was like what, 11 minutes, I think.
Shows 0 for me. Yeah, it was fast. Let me see if I'll look in a second. This says 28 minutes, and Battlefield tells me 57. Oh no, the Braxis tells me 28, and the Battlefield says 57. Oh, minutes ago, because
Seems
I'm dumb.
about right.
Because I'm dumb. All right, let's see. What do I got? All right, cool. Well, in that case, Silver, where? Oh, I guess I should show talents. Silver, where can people find you, man?
I'm not really on social media. I'm sorry.
Cool.
Maybe
Good.
I shouldn't apologize.
Good talk. Yeah, don't apologize for not being on social media. All right. Well, in that case, let's come back over here. While I look for. See, you're supposed to talk more so I can find someone to raid.
That was a fun match. Thank you for letting me co-cast, Taco.
I'm glad you could be here. All right, I know who we're gonna raid now. Everybody, thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for coming to support these teams, coming to the stream, playing to watch with us. This is Sylvanas, the cutest big dog, and then Darian is under the desk right now, the cutest small dog. And soon, again, I know I keep saying it every time I stream, whether it's here or over on StormDiv, but my wife has told me a couple more weeks, and then we'll have our Darian emote. The Darian emote will be coming. You know what? Come here, buddy. Come here. I don't care. I don't care. Nope. Nope. All right. Look at this face. Look at this face. Right here. Look at this face. Darian emote coming soon. I have the slot available. So when it comes, make sure you got those subs ready. I don't need your money, but feel free to grab your Darian emote. Silly emote's already out, and the cat emotes are the higher tiers because, well, it's a cat. Boop, boop. Darian emote, yay! So I'm Taco. You can find me on Twitter at the Lil Taco for when I'm casting, when my team's playing, and you can watch it. Things like that when I'm doing other streams, and I do put the pet pictures up there at times. So Fizz, thank you for redeeming the doggo treat.